Hey guys, what's up? This is Kazi from cleverprogrammer.com. I wanted to talk about being dangerous and not in danger. This concept is inspired by Grant Cardone, who's somebody I follow, and he's one of the top 10 most influential CEOs of all time. Uh, Unbelievable personality, you should follow him. And I was reading his book, Be Obsessed or Be Average, which is another thing I want to talk about. Too many people in this world are just okay with being average, and the part that sucks is that they have the potential to not be average. And I'm not just talking about from a everything is perfect and the sky is amazing and everything is unbelievable. I mean actually from like I know people genuinely who are very talented, very skilled, and undersell themselves. And also people who will refuse to be more helpful to other people. So today, for example, I went to my bank. I have a few bank accounts. Some of them happen to be at Chase and then at Bank of America. And I went to Chase, and Chase is a great bank, unbelievable. I've had great customer service with them. But today in particular, I talked with one of their people and I had a question. And after I asked them this question, this person, this guy, he would not even try to help me. Like after I asked the question, he pretty much said, sorry, he pretty much said, oh, wow, I really wish I could help you, but it's just kind of out of my hands. And I'm like, hey, look, I'm just asking you for your advice. If you could just think outside the box here for a second and just give me a tip here, because that's why I really came. I know I could have just done this online, but I'm actually looking for a little bit of an opinion here, and it would be really helpful. And he just says, I would love to help you, but maybe go to Bank of America and you can talk with them. I'm like, how would that be any different? And he says, to be honest, you could Google. Nowadays, Google is unbelievable, and it's always surprising me the kind of stuff I can find up there. So, and I'm just looking at this guy in his eyes like, are you actually serious right now? Like, I don't know Google and how that works, and I didn't bother. Like, do you know how condescending and patronizing you're being by talking like that to your customer? But when I was sitting there, I didn't say anything. I said, okay, no problem. Like, how about even just point me in the right direction? Have me talk to a manager. Just say, hey, look, man, I don't have this information. Go to this person. Like a lot of the times what I find is people will do exactly what it says like in the bullet points of their job description and then just not do anything outside of it, whereas they can provide so much value. If you guys watch the 10-day rejection challenge by this guy who did a TED talk on it, he would ask crazy things to people at customer service or any random people to do crazy things that he wanted them to say no so he could get rejected and recorded. But he went to this one Dunkin' Donuts and asked her, hey, once you're done making these donuts for me, can you put them in an Olympic-shaped rings? And she looked at him, and she went in this deep, deliberate thought for like 5-10 minutes. And she actually was brainstorming these crazy ways, how she can actually do this for him. And ultimately, she took 20 or 30 extra minutes, and she gave him Olympic-shaped donuts. Do you think that's part of her job description? Do you think it actually says when they're hiring her in the interviewing process, like, we're gonna hire you for X dollars an hour. One of your job descriptions is to actually make Olympic-shaped donuts? No, that was not part of it. But she still went and did it. See, I think people have the ability to do things that are beyond their scope, but it always starts with I can't versus how can I. And that's one of my videos. I think that's actually that was launched recently, so check it out. I can't versus how can I. Too many people do that to them. That guy, he could have been more helpful. Like, look, if you don't have the answer right up in here and you can't give me the answer like this, that's fine. How about you problem solve with me like a human being? That's what I do with people. Like, there are many times where I don't know the answer, but I have never given up on the person. I will spend, like, if the call ends and I couldn't help that person, I will find a solution and then call you back a few days later. When I'm working with clients and if I can't get their business and they said no, I will spend days and weeks figuring out how can I provide a service for them that is so valuable for them. Like, what's their perspective here? And I would keep coming back with counter proposals. And there have been some crazy times where these clients were just gone and I was able to work with them. Again, it goes beyond like money or whatever. For me, I have to solve the problem and give my utmost best when I'm at work or really doing anything. So stop being average because of that, right? Be obsessed with what you're doing and overcome being average. You guys have the fortitude to do that by just trying to think outside of the box. All right, guys, that was my thought for the day. That was my rant of the day. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you. Love you guys. We're about to hit 20,000 subscribers. And as always, I can't wait to see you in the next video.